In this video, I'm going to show you how to create this 3D model in SolidWorks. I'm going to use this modeling plan to build the model. First, I'm going to create an extrusion, and then I'm going to make a cut, and then I add this edge or this half cylinder, and then I added fillets inside and this outside fillets, and then I'm going to add the make a cuts on the holes. So to do that, the first thing is to get a plane. I'm going to use front plane and turn this plane into a sketch plane. So now I'm on the front plane and sketch plane, and I can start with the rectangle and then a circle to get this portion there. So rectangle and the circle, I'm going to start right in the center of this line. Put the dimension in there. Right now it's 3.5 inch long, 1.5 inch, and in here the diameter of 2 because it's radius of 1. And you can actually change this diameter to radius if you wanted to. So you can click here for the arrow, change it in here, it's radius. So either way is fine. So done. Now in here you still have some undefined dimension or sketch or relation in here. This means that this sketch is not stable. You can move it. You can move them. If you can move the sketch, that means it's undefined. In Inventor is not fully constrained. So in here we call it undefined. So now the one way is that because it's not related to the center points. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to move these points to the center points. Now you can see everything is constrained. So the next step is to do more cutting and here, but I want to show you one thing first. So I'm going to extrude this sketch. Now here is the X is the sketch. So when you're done with this sketch, you can extrude it in here. So when I do the extrusion, I can select this portion only. You can do that in Inventor, but in this exercise I want to show you how to use relationship. So I'm going to trim this and then add relationship in here. So let me go back, escape, right click, edit sketch. Now this is the angle that I cannot use. So I want to make it face to me, face on the screen. So I can use this icon, normal to, so normal to the screen. So I can see it and do the trimming. So I'm going to trim it. So once you trim it, I can move this back. See, you can see there are some blue lines in here. And what they are, if I can move this, if I can move that, so this means there are some of the relations you have to add. The first one, I can say this line and that line, at this point and that line should be aligned. So one of the relation I can add, if you click on this point, hold your control key, click on this line, we can assign a coincident. So now you have this line is in line with that point. Now I can move this up and down because of the blue line. I can see this is not good, so it's still undefined. I can tell this line and that line should be equal in length. So I should click on this line, hold your control key, click on this line, equal. So now everything is fully defined. And when I'm done, exit the sketch, extrude. I want to extrude this sketch. In here, I want to make it from the middle plane. So mid plane, I will do 0.5 inch. So a 1/4 inch on each side. And OK. So I have this done. The next step, I want to make this cuts. To make this cuts, I will use this plane. I can use the mid plane, front plane is fine too, but I'm going to for this exercise I'm going to click this plane. So turn this plane into a sketch plane, and because I want to look at it to the normal to the screen, so I have to select this normal to. So this now it is on to the normal to the screen, and it's my sketch plane. So now I can click on here. I'm going to draw this edge, this shape. So what I can do is to create a circle, create a line. Now be careful when you create a line. You could create a line by mistake having it as a tangent. So right now you don't have that problem. I can click on this point right here. See, that automatically gives you the tangent. So that's not what I want. So instead I start from here. So I know this is not going to be tangent to this line. So I know this is going to be from that point horizontal to that circle. And then repeat, draw another line, click here, over here. Now I can trim the rest of it. So trim. And I'm going to make this equal because they should be the same length. Click on this line, hold your Control key, click on this line, equal. And then I can assign the radius in here. 1.5 basically is 1.5. So it is, you can use 1.5 diameter radius, or you can make this tangent. So in this case I want to use more relation so that you can see how I apply. So I click on the circle, hold the Control key, click on the line. The only options is allowing me to do the relation is the tangent. So now it's tangent from the line to here. And then I want to give a distance between these two. So from here to here it is 0.7. So that will be my sketch. I do not need this line because I can cut it without it. And you can do that in Inventor as well. So now in SolidWorks, the extrude, unlike Inventor, joint cuts are in one extrusion. But in SolidWorks, cut has its own feature. So I will have to use my the extrude cut. Now, because this is only a line, this line, and I want to cut everything into to the right, to the inside of this line, not the outside. So you can see that this arrow, if I flip, so if I do cut, I would say everything outside of this line is gone. If I do this, everything inside the line is gone. But that's not done yet. I need to make sure through. So through all, meaning every material covered in this line on this side, you can see the arrow inside, they will be gone. If this is outside, they will be gone. So right now the inside. And then when I say done, it will cut. So the next step is to add this half ring in there. To do that, I'm going to start with my front plane because I want to extrude on both sides. So look at to do the normal view, make my front plane as a sketch plane. Now there's a feature I want to show you how to create this ring in here. What I will do is to use this edge. I'm going to copy this edge because I don't have to draw this edge. I click on this line, this art. Click here, convert entities. I convert this line, this edge to a line, to an art. So it has a new art in here. Now I can do the extrusion. You can see one line right there already allow you to do the extrusion, unlike Inventor. Inventor, you cannot draw a line and do extrusion. In SolidWorks, there is something called a thin feature. You can actually add this distance, this thickness. So in here, 1 inch, 1.5, so this thickness 0.25. And then you can say this is in the mid plane, and it is 0.75 thick in total. So you can have this. Once you have OK, you get this. I am going to skip this, stop it, and then I'm going to repeat that again. So there's a feature in here. that you can grab this line, move it, so I can temporarily hide that feature. So I'm going to repeat it with the regular way, other ways to do that half ring. Repeats, front plane, sketch, normal. So the other way to do that is to create the arts. I want to repeat that, copy this edge again, use convert entity. I would create a line in here, another line in here, and then trim. So I can put the dimensions in this. This is 1.25. Done, because everything was in black, so I know this is fully defined. And then I do the extrusion and 0.5 midpoint. So you can do it either way. They both are good. So right now I'm going to suppress it. So I'm not going to use it, but I'm going to bring this back up. So this is not needed in this case. So right now we're going to use this. So the next step is to add the fillets in here. So in order to add the fillets, you can use the fillet command. This corner, or this edge, and this edge, and that fillet is 0.125. And then I'm going to do that on these outside edges as well. So this is radius of 0.25. So 0.25. This edge, this edge, this edge, this edge. And then lastly, I would add the holes in here. So I click on here, sketch, make two circles, first one, second one. And then I want to make sure those two circles are concentric to that art. So you could do it normal to this view. I can see that better. So I click on the circle, hold your control key, click on one of these arts, and I want to make sure they're concentric. I want to repeat it, click on this circle, control key, click on this art, concentric. And then I want to make sure they are equal. So click on the circle, click on the hold control key again, click on the circle, equal. And then apply a dimension in there. And that is 0.25 inch in radius. And they're in black. And now this fully defined. So I can do a cut. I want to make sure the cut is all the way through. So now this is a through cut, and that's how I do it in SolidWorks.